Hello students, have a nice day to all of you. Our today's topic is critical angle and a total internal reflection, a portion from class 10 physics. Let us start with an activity. Consider denser medium water, outside the medium is rarer, that is air, and consider a source of light is kept inside the denser medium water. That means the light ray will travel from denser to rarer medium. And let us discuss what will happen when light rays falls on the surface of separation at different angles. Let us start. Consider first light ray is incidenting normally to the surface of separation. So, it will pass without any deviation to the medium air. And here the angle of incidence is 0 degree. And in the next case, the light ray is incidenting obliquely to the surface of separation, making an angle I1, and there is partial reflection. Only 4% of the ray is reflecting back to the same media, water, with the same angle I1, and 96% of the ray refracted to the medium air, making an angle R1, and R1 is greater than I1 because the ray is bending away from the normal. Consider the next case. Here the light ray is again obliquely incidenting on the surface of separation with a greater angle I2, that is greater than I1. And here also partial reflection with the same angle I2, and maximum refraction with the angle R2. Here the bending is more because angle of incidence is increasing. And in the next case, let us see what is happening. Angle of incidence is again increasing, and in this particular case we will get a refracted ray coinciding with the surface of separation, making an angle 90 degree with the normal. That means the refracted ray bending away from the normal, and at last it coincides with the surface of separation, and angle of refraction is 90 degree. And this particular angle of incidence in the denser medium, for which the angle of refraction is 90 degree, is called a critical angle. Why the name critical angle? Because this is the maximum angle we are getting a refracted ray. Let us see what is happening to the next incident ray. Here also partial reflection is there with the same angle I3. And in next case, the light ray is incidenting to the surface of separation with a greater angle that is greater than this critical angle. Here I4 is greater than this critical angle. Let us see what is going to happen. Here there is no refracted ray. Here we will only get the reflected ray. That is also total internal reflection. There is no partial reflection. Total internal reflection. Reflection is happening because it is coming back to the same media. So it is reflection only. Total reflection means 100% of the ray is reflecting back to the same media. And internal means internally it is happening. That's why the name total internal reflection. The name critical angle is because this is the maximum angle we are getting a refracted ray. After this angle we will only get a total internal reflected ray. I hope the concept is clear about the critical angle and a total internal reflection. And for total internal reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And let us discuss the definition for the first term, critical angle. Critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium corresponding to which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. That is the definition for critical angle. Hope it is clear. Next is relationship between critical angle and a refractive index. We know that Snell's law is equal to refractive index is equal to sin I by sin R. Here angle of incidence I is equal to critical angle and corresponding angle of refraction is 90 degree. So substitute that in Snell's law, that is refractive index of air with respect to glass. Here refracted ray is in air, so refractive index of air with respect to glass is equal to sin C divided by sin 90. In place of I, C, in place of R, 90. And a trigonometric value sin 90 is equal to 1. So refractive index of air with respect to glass is equal to sin C. And we know that according to principle of reversibility of light, refractive index of glass with respect to air means reciprocal of refractive index of air with respect to glass. So just substitute the value, that is 1 divided by sin C, or we can write sin C is equal to 1 divided by refractive index of glass with respect to air. That means here refractive index decreasing means critical angle is increasing. Let us discuss with an example. Refractive index of glass is 1.5 and a critical angle of glass is 42 degree. After substituting this value, we will get a critical angle of glass is 42 degree. And a refractive index of water is 1.33 and a critical angle of water is 49 degree. Look here, here the refractive index is more but critical angle is less. Here the refractive index is less, critical angle is more. So there is an inverse relation between refractive index and a critical angle. One is increasing means the other is decreasing. Hope it is clear. Next is factors affecting critical angle. It is a board exam question. There are two factors. One is color or wavelength. wavelength is increasing means refractive index definitely will decrease. Refractive index decreasing means we already discussed critical angle will increase. That means a wavelength increasing means critical angle is increasing. So there is a direct relationship between wavelength and a critical angle. And a red color is having more wavelength. That means critical angle is more for red color. And a violet color is having less wavelength. So critical angle is less for violet color. And the next factor is temperature. Temperature increasing means molecules will go apart. So the medium will become rarer. Rarer medium means refractive index is less. Refractive index is decreasing means critical angle is increasing. So here also there is a direct relationship between temperature and a critical angle. Temperature is increasing means critical angle is increasing. That means wavelength and temperature is having direct relationship between with a critical angle. Next, let us discuss a definition for total internal reflection. When a ray of light traveling in a denser medium, here denser medium is water, is incident at the surface of a rarer medium. Incident at the surface of the rarer medium at an angle of incidence greater than the critical angle for the pair of media. Here the pair of media is water and air. Then the ray is totally reflected back into the denser medium. This phenomenon is called a total internal reflection. Here the reflected angle and incident angle is same and the phenomenon is called a total internal reflection. In case of mirror also, we will not get the total internal reflection. Mirror also absorbing some amount of light ray, but in this case total internal reflection means 100% of the light ray is reflecting back to the same medium. That's why the name total internal reflection. Hope the concept is clear. In my next video, I will be solving a board question related to critical angle and a total internal reflection. Stay connected. Thank you.